The foundation for a more fulfilling life. That's our mission. Because right now, a lot of people are feeling that crunch. And I'm seeing it across the spectrum. We should have leftover time so that we have some energy. We should have tools that energize us. We should have nurturing of our interests and passions so that we feel aliveness and, you know, we don't feel half dead. Have a supportive community, all while not worrying all the time about rent or about just surviving. So, and that's sort of been what we've been doing all along, you know, and thus this Shala. And Shala is again a name which means refuge, a place of nourishment, a place where you can not just come home, but you can be nourished, revitalized, and find yourself. This house is a house from someone that I knew. However, we were in the market looking for houses, so we were literally going online, talking to realtors for a house for rent, and also looking at our network of people that we know. Hey, we're looking for a house, and we rented this house. We signed a lease on this house, and then we, with the help of Tammy, we transformed the space to me into a beautiful place, a place that brings that vision, it manifests a little bit, you know, the feel of the house, like what it could look like, what it should look like to us. Minimum 4-bedroom, 2-bath. That was our minimum. And we were looking at about 8 people, but we settled here for 6. The rent was a little bit more within our means, so we dropped the number down so we could have more spacious living. The main door is fingerprinted and coded, so no keys. In our segment of the population, even me actually, I lose keys all the time, so this is just the next convenience, you know, and it makes things so much easier for us who are servicing the house as well, and for the residents who may forget or lose something. And each individual room is also locked, is lockable in the same way, fingerprinted and coded. Makes it very easy, a little bit more safe. We have dividers in the shared space, and that was another request to have some privacy. So we're again trying and figuring this out, you know. We have ordered some safes in each room to put in so you can put your valuables. This is another thing that's been asked and requested so that you can have your private space. Other than that, it has high-speed internet. It's just beautiful. The house is beautiful. It's decorated. It could be an Airbnb. That's a typical response I get, and that's very much a compliment in a way that it's a beautiful house. It's coordinated. It's color coordinated. It just flows, you know. It's actually been done by someone who has that eye, you know, that things flow. So it makes you feel really nice. It has all the appliances. It has washer and dryer. This one had a washer and dryer. If not, we would have bought washer and dryer in. This has a great outdoor space, so we envision string lights at night and being able to sit outside, being able to have a community dinner. So we can sit 8 people here, so a couple visitors can come in and really have a meal together. It's so important to have that feeling, you know. So it has a lot of features. And then little things, instead of soap bars on the, you know, sink, where maybe each one of us has had that experience and they're just everywhere and it's gunk, we have, you know, liquid soap that's dispensed. So it makes it a little bit cleaner and easier to clean, and especially with high traffic, it's really important to keep the place clean. Another aspect of this is self-governance. It's really important for people to have that authority, that feeling of that they are running the place. And it's very important for places like us, organizations that serve, to really allow that to happen. It's actually the best way to me. And so it's really important that they feel empowered. They feel that they determine a lot of their destiny within guidelines, and that they can make choices, they exercise choices. And that is the first step to freedom, is to be able to have a choice. And so the house is set up from a legal standpoint, from all the financial standpoint, and from the communal standpoint, to be independent, to be sustaining, to make its own choices. We have a dollar amount. I think it's 110,000, which is our biggest lift yet. But really what I would say is look at what we're creating. Look at if this is something that you align with, if this is something that you want to see, then donate and help us so we start another house and so on, you know. And really, as I said, the houses, we might need some initial startup money for the house, but the houses are self-sufficient. What we're really fundraising also around is Santosha itself, because it requires a lot of work to have this start, you know, to get all the pieces in line and to have that back office operations. And this coming year, we're really focusing on that, but we're realizing that we can start these projects, but to sustain them, we need you could say that the central entity being stable as well. And, you know, we haven't had a single person getting paid, and we've been in business for 7 years, and we realized that that's at some point that's not sustainable, you know. And so there we're looking at grant writing, and we're looking at fundraising for those kinds of things. But we're also looking at a lot of creative positions there. So look at what we're doing, see if this is something that aligns with you, and then, you know, if you have the resources, we'd love to take your money and put it to good use. And if you don't, that's fine. Just spread the word and, you know, let other people know about this. Maybe we'll make a partnership out of some place. Maybe, you know, a restaurant, connect us in that way, that wants to start the new house. That's one way you could help. So many ways.